So after I blew up my motor, I decided to do a little bit of an overhaul on the car. I brought the car to Kaztech Performance and then I decided to switch it over to the single turbo that is now sitting on the car. Kaztech did a good job. They pulled the car apart, they got all the parts, but they never put it back together in time. We missed the bull run in 2010 with it. That's why I had to end up borrowing Shabam's Audi.
Well, this is the reason I'm not taking the Corvette, because we're going to registration now, and my fully prepped, well, supposed to be fully prepped Corvette is not ready. Therefore, see, these are all my little stealth switches that I had everything put in. The new turbo system that was built for the new motor. And that's my rear end. So without my rear end, I cannot drive the Vette. Therefore, I am driving Shabam's Audi RS4.
And the car ended up having to get pulled out of the shop, and we worked on it from here. But not before they did this very cool time lapse where they put the engine and turbo kit on the engine. Check it out. So we got the car back together. We took the engine that was built and put together by Kaztech, dropped it in the car. They spec'd it out. They said, this is going to be a great engine. We build great race motors. Sure enough, we put the engine in the car. We go out tuning it, and this is now Super Speeder 6 material you're watching. We tune the car, race a 458, starts overheating. 30 miles later, we bring it to the shop, and the engine block cracked in half. And now we have a coffee table. So the turbo is new. We went from the supercharger kit to a 76 millimeter billet single turbo. We have a new custom intercooler setup, blow off valve. The exhaust, if you look right below your feet, is the only exhaust on the car. It's now a custom side dump exhaust, comes right out down there. Couple of things, like I've always wanted a side exhaust on my Corvette. It was really tough to do. It was either
in front of the cockpit or all the way behind the by the rear wheel. I like it where it is. We had to move the computer up, so you see the computer has been relocated. We had to move around all these coils. A whole bunch of custom work had to go into getting this to be this.
Yeah, but you never even made anything. You never even turned over for me.
If you come around into the interior, come around the car. Not too much on the interior. Steering wheel still off and on. Got rid of the radio completely. Got rid of the AC condenser, the air conditioning, the heater core, the doors, panels, the carpeting. This car now weighs about 2,712 pounds without me in it. I weigh 140, so do the math. It's not a very heavy car, and the horsepower is still up there. It's anywhere between 750 and 800. Haven't dynoed it, but let's go for a ride and we'll see how fast this thing really is.
They bored it out too much, made the cylinder walls too thin, and then the first thing, as soon as we hit any sort of decent boost, the engine block cracked in half. Nothing else was wrong. Pistons were fine, spark plugs were fine, the block just cracked. Head gaskets were fine. That sucks. It was a waste of $7,000 in a motor. So I went out, bought an LS2 motor, and we did this all again, and now this is where she sits. Now let's walk through the car.
All right, you want updates? This is as updated as it gets. This is real time. This is March of 2014. This is how the car sits right now. Come on in. Come on in. I'll come to you because there's nobody on the camera. Take a closer look. Visually, you're not going to see much difference between the LS2 and the LS6 engine that was in it. Dyno Sheet, most recent Dyno Sheet, we just put it on the dyno before sending it down to Palm Beach here, was 716 to the wheels. That's all pump gas, 93 octane. That's how I want to keep it. 12 pounds of boost, nice and safe. Just got a new alignment done on it. This is how it sits. Now, I could walk around this car all day and shoot video and show you the engine and the difference between an LS2 and an LS6 block. Who gives a damn? Let's hit the racetrack and see what this puppy can do, right? Am I right? Is that what you're watching for? Yeah.
Corvette update.